Hello and welcome to another episode of Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and tonight we are doing Curse of Strahd. We're starting a little late tonight because we had some technical difficulties, so thank you so much for waiting around for us. Without further ado, I think it'd be good for me to introduce our players for the evening. Why don't we start with Zan the Plan?
Yay, reverse alphabetical order. Hi everyone, I'm Michael. I'm playing Zan the Plan, who has no plan currently, but will probably plan to do something in the near future. The dashing, handsome rogue with, no plan.
You have a plan.
It's a trick.
Oh, okay. All right, now let's continue in reverse alphabetical order with Shasta. Shasti.
Hello. Shasta.
Shasta Cola.
Shasta. No cola.
Oh, okay.
Shasta Denmora, the half-elf paladin of vengeance.
And dragons.
Love that game.
All right, let's go to our Burger King, BK Brother Karis.
Hi, I'm Neil. I'm playing Brother Constantius Karis, who is a cleric and some kind of monster. Undetermined.
We're all some type of monster. All right, and then finally, let's say hello to our Barbarian.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Illikin Dawncaller Vaimelaga, the Goliath Barbarian.
All right, and with that, we are entering Chapter 7 of The Curse of Strahd. I'm just going to load up a file folder here so I have access to some background music for you guys. Ooh, I'm going to open like 6 different versions of it. That's cool too. All right.
More is always better.
More is always better, yeah. So, before we start, I just wanted to do a couple of housekeeping things. So one of the things that I like to do, because we are putting this game on the internet, is to kind of give some advice to people who might be running this for the first time or might just be getting into role-playing games in general. So last session, Neil, your character brother Karis, died, and we are using the Curse of Strahd Expanded Dark Gifts list. Long story short, this means that when the characters are level 1 through 4, if they die, they will come back to life with a permanent alteration on their character. It's a dark gift that basically allows them to not die in that moment, but forever changes them. And last time, we hooked you up with a power. We randomly generated that you get one where your heart doesn't beat, and you have to gain, or you have to jumpstart it with electricity once a day. And between games, we talked and realized that it wasn't the most... It wasn't good for what we had going. No, we don't have any wizards in our group. We don't have any way to do this. So it's not exactly useful. So what I suggest is, because we have not had this really happen, aside from... Ooh, vanish for a second. Aside from you getting struck by a bolt of lightning that one time, which was just cinematic and doesn't have to mean anything, I would suggest that we swap it out for one of 2 different ones. And I'm not going to tell you the good thing, I'm just going to tell you the bad thing. And I'll let you pick. So that's douchey, and I don't think I want... You know what? You can become withered, frail, and sickly, and pale, of course, like a grad student. This is a very constitution-based one. Or you could be afflicted by a necrosis. That honestly isn't that bad.
Well, I mean, the one that you just branded as not that bad is probably the one that I would
That's probably the best one. Some of these are really bad. Like, I want to give you an example here. Number 9, a permanent catatonic state starts to afflict the character, causing disadvantage on... Basically, you're catatonic. Great role-playing technique. Great role-playing thing right there.
I'm for an F.
I mean, we could just start up. We'll just... Mike, next time we Next time we run Strahd, just create a little block window, and we'll just put like a still photo of Kel in it, and she'll just be our catatonic character.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Right? Like, what can you do with that? Alternatively, Haunted Brain.
That sounds fun.
So, do you want Neil? Do you want visions, or do you want something fleshy? Oh wait, do you like? Okay, have you ever read the comic Blade of the Immortal?
No.
All right. So Neil, since we went with something physical, we're going to stay with something physical. What you're going to find, we're going to swap the electrocution one out. So you were still like brought back to life by a bolt of lightning. But you are going to discover that your flesh has become affected by necrosis, and you will have a risk that limbs are lost. Each time you suffer slashing damage equal to or higher than your constitution score. You must succeed on a saving throw or have a limb severed off. The saving throw is the damage taken. The severed limb is decided upon by the DM, which I'll probably roll a d8. Okay. A lost limb reattaches to the body if held in place during a short rest. Or a new one grows after a period of 24 hours. If the character is decapitated, the body continues to function, but is considered blind and deaf.
Okay, this is great.
Oh,
That's
So
kind
it's
of great.
Deadpool.
Yeah, basically you're Deadpool. Your brother, your bro pool.
Yeah, fair.
Do we
Okay.
have to feed him through his like neck?
Oh yeah, do you need food now?
No, I mean, like his head will. Oh, neither a new head or new body can be regrown. You have to reunite those things.
Oh, okay,
It's
so
reasonable.
stick them back together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so basically just like stick a stick down his spine and widget his head on it. All right.
Sorry, the
So-
stick up the ass is permanent now.
So we're going to swap it out for that because that is a much better one.
I think that's very funny.
Cool.
Hello,
And
Mr.
I-
Blacksmith. We're back. We need a bunch of nails.
Yeah, basic. Just to get a stapler.
Staples.
Oh,
And give me 1 sec. I'm just going to highlight the ones that are actually good. That one's hilarious. That one's shitty, but it works. There's one where you have to eat rocks and mold. I'm not
please
gonna do
no.
that. There's one really complicated one where your shadow and you become separate individuals that can do multiple actions separate from each other.
That is cute.
Oh,
Except
really?
that if one of you dies, you both die.
Oh, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's great until you like go, oh. I'm gonna leave the Hunchback one in just because that's funny. Also, if the Goliath gets it, then you have a 9-foot tall Hunchback. Magically sewn shut mouth. I'm gonna leave that one.
The Dawn collar only grows like 2 inches taller.
I think if we did that, I would have to like get a pillow. Oh, I could put the bread pillow under my shirt. It's
Oh, no.
black.
Swarm of insects and claws and serpent. Okay, cool. All right, so my goal is to kill at least one more of you tonight. So we'll see how that goes.
Ooh.
Yay!
I'll be
All right.
hiding over there.
No, you won't.
See,
You'll be
now
fine.
you know
So-
where to target.
Ooh, there's a user called a Pack of Cats.
That's a great name.
That's a great name. So is Nightscape's back, which I really want there to be a Nightscape Navigator. I just think that would be great. The person's probably way too young to get the reference, but we're old and crotchety.
That sounds
Uh,
like good World of Darkness bullshit, honestly.
Welcome to Nightscape Navigator.
It's a very useful GPS system.
It is. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, so Neil,
For
we swapped that
vampires.
out. And let us go. Last time on Curse of Strahd, you made it to the town of Vallaki. Inside, you finally escorted Arena and Ismark to a safer place. The thick walls outside of this city seem to dare vampires or the devil Strahd himself to try their luck against them. Inside, festivals held on a weekly basis attempt to thwart his domain and dominion over this land. while inside of the church, you came across a number of events. The first of which was that there was a man called Blinksky who was creating dolls that looked like your friend Irina Kolyana. You also encountered a man with a demonic arm who apparently is the major domo or second in command of the city. At the very end of game, you bought several rooms at the Blue Water Inn and had an encounter with his name is impossible, Sloldarovich, and Yevgeny Krushkin, two hunters who you decided to buy beer for. With that, I think that is where we're going to start game, with you sitting around trading stories with these people. And getting or would you have gone straight to a full night's rest?
Well, I don't know about the others, but I was sitting and talking with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Shasta was getting Irina and brain blanking on his name. What's his face? Ismark, there we go. Into rooms and settling down and maybe having a nap.
Okay.
Yeah, Brother Cars had a rough day and a half, and he would like to sleep because I've been on 1 hit point and no spell slots for most of last
way too long.
That sounds good. All right. So,
yeah, I probably wouldn't have spent too long with them, but I was going to spend a little bit.
Do you want to? Well, why don't we just say that it was probably about, I believe, it was early afternoon when you reached town, right?
Something like that.
So,
I think it was hitting about dusk when we got to the inn.
That's fair. All right, so
because we spent time in the toy shop and whatnot first.
Okay. That sounds good. So, real quick, who is going to bed? Raise your hands. Okay. So, Zan and Dawncaller, you are going to spend a little bit of time outside, just in the common area, talking with Solidar and Krushkin. And as you are out there, you can hear the sound of people drinking and laughing all around you. It's a fairly pleasant tavern after dark. And as the sun sets in the distance and people come in from working in the city to get their drink on, it gets fairly raucous. There are about 24 people in this small room. And that is about the time that you will notice who you could only assume to be the man of the establishment. A tall, broad-shouldered man wearing a red tunic with kind of some burnished shoulder pads and a pair of blue gloves. A long, long triangular beard touching down beneath the center of his chest. A strip of white descending from his lip and on both sides where it has he has started to age, his black hair becoming streaked with gray and silver. And as the rain patters on the roof, he will approach your table and smile at you. Hello, friends. Are you enjoying your meal? Your dinner, your drinks?
Hey, quite well.
My name is Erwin. Erwin Martinkov. This is my wife and I's inn. You are strangers here. What are your names? I could have looked in the book, but I thought it best to ask you first.
I will kind of half stand up and hold out a hand and Dawncaller.
It's nice to meet you, Dawncaller. That's an interesting name. And you, my friend.
Hi, everyone calls me the Plan.
The Plan?
Yes.
Are you, you're a very careful man.
No?
As he holds out his hand to shake both of your hands, and if you do so, he will. He's wearing gloves, and they look fairly clean. Mike, do you shake his hand?
Probably not.
Okay. Can you remind me, buddy, both of you got a little bit injured in the previous day. Dawncaller, did you get bit by the wolves at all? I think you got...
I have a feeling I had to make a con save.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. One of the wolves bit you from the previous day. And... Mike, didn't you get attacked at one point by some birds or something?
Yeah, I think I only took like a
point or two of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that facial, or was that just like on your body somewhere?
Yeah, they scratched me on the face.
Ah, my friend, the wound is most unpleasant.
It's fine.
What did that? A bat?
No, I think it was a bird.
You're lucky. The crows around here, they sometimes go for the eyes.
Good thing I have spares.
Are you adventurers?
We're up
enjoy
to
adventure.
Are you looking for work?
Work looks for us.
Well, if you're looking for work, I do have a job that I could offer you. I could easily refund your stay and keep you in wine for some time. For you see, the wine that you are enjoying with these two is some of the last wine that we have in stock. We normally receive a shipment from the Wizard of Wines, but for some reason it has not arrived.
You need us to go break some legs?
I want to make sure that there is no problem there.
Break legs. Got it.
I would prefer the legs stay intact, but you do what you have to do. If anyone is harassing the winery, please break their legs.
Whereabouts is this?
Extra.
Do you have a map?
Yeah. Dawncaller will pull it out because she's been the one holding on to it.
Alright, and I will just look this up real quick. The W.
In fact, I have
does yours
copies of it here.
have letters on it?
I don't think ours does, no.
Okay, so...
We wrote letters on one of them.
What?
Some
So I just have to...
Okay,
look
so
to
guys,
see.
just so you know, you are here.
Yeah.
It is here. So that's about half a day's travel.
West-ish? Wait, which way is north?
It is to... north is up.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we're at Vallaki, right?
You're at Vallaki, yes. So this is about... this is probably about 5 to 6 hours travel to the west. Shorter if you have horses, which you can afford to get now.
Yay.
Over near Lake Baratok?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Sorry, the map in the book is very small, so I've got this giant map. Lake Aratak.
Ooh,
yeah, it's south of Lake Baratak.
You can see the castle on the other side.
You mean this castle? If you wouldn't mind, that would be...
Oh, we had originally spoken of, yeah, this thing would stop. I think, wasn't there a second place past Vallaki that we might have taken the brother and sister?
Yes, I believe it was Kvetch. Let me double check that.
Oh yeah,
that's
which
right.
isn't much farther past there then.
Kresk,
Yeah.
which is near
I'm thinking,
the Abbey of St. Martinov, or Markovia.
at this point, since we ran into that fellow who had a weird interest in Irina, they probably will want to move on immediately. So this actually would be kind of along the way, or we could drop them off and then double back to do it. I believe we were planning to travel that direction. So we can certainly look into it and return to you with news.
Yes, I would be very, very happy. You will have free room and board as long as you need.
Thank you.
Within reason, of course.
Of course.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your stay with us. And be mindful tonight. It's a full
give
moon.
him a look.
The moon is full. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
Our lights will be out in 2 hours, so drink what you can.
Thank you.
That sounds like a challenge.
Evgeny Krushkin leans across the table after the man departs and says, You're new to this area. I can give you directions.
Yeah.
Yes. You do need a guide? I can take you there. We can take you there, he says after his friend grunts in annoyance. It will cost you.
Alright, how much?
2 for the price of 1.
Yes, 5 gold pieces per day. Day only.
Well, how far do you think it's from here to, what was the town's name? Kresk?
To Kresk?
Yeah.
Do you have horses?
We do, don't we?
You do not. You are on
Okay.
foot. You could buy
No.
horses. Let me just check the key real quick. So... is there no legend? Is there no distance key? Well, that's not useful.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
1 square is 40 feet, 1 hex is... 1 hex is 1/4 mile. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's about 6-ish miles, 6 to 7 miles to the Wizards of Wine, and about a mile less to get to Kresk, but in a different direction. So 6 miles you can make. You can probably make that walk on the main roads if nothing happens to you in about 2.5 hours. So, easily enough done. Maybe 3 hours, we'll say. I'll round up because the roads here aren't great.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can get you Kresk. We can get you to Kresk in, before lunch.
Well then. I'll have to talk to the rest of my group, but we might take you up on that. Will you be here tomorrow morning?
We'll be here for breakfast.
Right.
You want someone like us with you. You see this? And he whips his cloak around. I only take the best piece. I noticed that you take all of it. I only take the best piece of my kills. And he'll gesture over towards Svoldar, who has... you notice that he has quite a number of notches in his bow. He leans forward and grunts. Each kill. Runs a dirty fingernail down each groove in a click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
Impressive.
Yes.
Dawn Caller will happily boast of her necklace.
What is that? Oh, claws and fangs.
One
Very
per.
nice. Very nice. Well, then we will talk in the morning.
Sounds good. And with that, Donica is going to finish her wine and pull out her lap heart to spend the last hour just tootling around on that, since it was something that came to me through, I think, my background. So I'm like, sure, might as well use it.
All right. So sorry, which was your background?
Outlander.
Outlander, okay.
So I think it came through that, but otherwise I had a choice of instrument, so.
All right. So you're going to play... What instrument was it? Sorry, I was reading something when you were saying that.
A lap harp.
A lap harp. So as you're playing this, Zan, what are you doing?
Probably looking around the bar for shady types to get good with.
So as you're looking around the bar, you're actually going to see that there's a rather strange man sitting by himself. Like, there are a number of... there are a couple of brash drunkards who are kind of look like they're looking for trouble up at the bar, and nearby, talking with the lady of the house, is a very strange-looking man. He is... Here we go. I can actually describe him now. He's... I would say in his 60s, early 60s. Fairly fit. Wearing a pair of smoked spectacles at the end of a long pointed nose, his gray hair receded and down into widow's peak, but swooped up in the typical mad scientist kind of look. Honestly, he looks like a fairly garishly dressed Dr. Brown.
Nice.
He's definitely the most interesting looking guy here. He's wearing bright striped pantaloons tucked into a pair of riding boots, and is just making idle chit-chat and drinking a bit of wine.
I will go and plunk myself down beside him.
He'll turn to you. Greetings, my friends. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. I'm stuck in Eastern European. Give me one moment to reset the shop settings. Hello, my friend. No, god damn it. It's hard. It's hard to get away from this. Okay. Tell me about your mother. No, that's still... Tell me about your mother. I'm trying to get German out of this, and I'm having a bit of difficulty, guys. Okay. And so, when it came time to... when it came time to fit the bill, I did so, out the back window, and let the tiger do whatever the tiger needed. And how are you tonight? Are you good tonight, my friend?
I have no tales of tigers, but who wants tiger tails, really?
There are many interesting things in this world.
I can only imagine the stuff that happens in your world.
You are not from... Someone in the chat suggested French, and French is easier to switch to from Eastern European than German, so he now has a French accent.
Outrageous!
Outrageous! My friend, where do you come from? You are not from this place. I see that you have different scrawling on the side of your mouth.
Yeah, that's...
It's still Eastern European. Shit. You still have on the side of your mouth. There we go. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing back where I'm from.
I am also
Keeps
traveled.
Track of time.
What is your...
really?
Are you staying here as well, or is it just me?
Well, I'm parked over there with my friend, the one playing the thing.
Oh,
Big
but
one.
of course! I noticed that she is quite a good player.
Yeah, he's got more talents than I can keep track of.
It's all right.
I can roll performance if you want.
Please do. Hey, he puts a hand on your shoulder. Young love is often like that.
Yeah, well...
18.
Listen to how she plays for you.
I know. That's just magic right there.
My friend, well, if you're staying at this inn as well, but of course, I would have to offer you a drink.
Well, of course, because, you know, we're strangers who are trying not to be that strange. I would have to accept.
My friend, listen, I'm tired of calling you my friend. It's already been established that we are friends, so maybe I should know your name. I am Rictavio. He'll offer you his hand.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Rictavio?
Rictavio.
Sorry, I can't wrap my mouth around your accent. It's so exotic.
Not really, but Rictavio.
No, from where I'm from, it's
just call me Ricky.
There.
Call me Ricky. Just don't
Ricky.
call me Le to dinner.
I won't call you that.
So, and your name?
They call me the Pie Man, and I will reach into a basket and pull out a pie and hand it to him.
Oh, I cannot. I'm trying to watch my weight. I am not allowed to eat sweets after dark. The wine is all I can have.
It's absolutely savory, and you can save it till later.
I'm afraid I must disappoint you, but...
Well, come on. We're supposed to be friends here.
Yes, of course. Yes, that is very true, and that is why I'm going to give you a story.
I love stories. I'm full of them.
So, in my travels, between us, I am a bit of a traveler. I was, back in my youth, the ringmaster of a carnival.
Back in your youth? You're still in it, friend.
Oh, my friend, if I am back in my youth, it is because of friendships with people like you.
Oh, no. It's because of friendships with people like you. I mean, seriously, you can feel the wrinkles shrinking off of my face.
So, let's see. Apparently, you like a big woman?
Well, who doesn't?
Let me tell you about the story of a half-orc woman named Gorabacha. She was a tremendous woman.
Which half?
All of her was tremendous.
Okay.
And she was voracious. So voracious was she, in fact, that she could chew through iron chains. And she did so. One time, when she was kidnapped by pirates, she chewed her way out the side of the hole and swam to safety on the back of 2 sharks that she lashed together with her ponytails. And then she kept one shark as a pet, and the other she kept as dinner. The sharks were not friends. It is not a sad story.
Oh, I was going to say.
No. The sharks were enemies. She made them do paper, rock, scissors, but with fiends. It was a lot of paper.
I'm not familiar with that game. Is this?
Are you not? It's very easy. Ready. So you put your hand out, and you go 1, 2, 3. And on the third one, you choose whether or not scissors, paper, or rock. Rock crushes the scissors. The scissors.
I'm sorry. Scissors.
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 Have you ever had your hair cut?
Usually use a knife.
Yes. Then you can do knife. Knife is fine too.
Knife. Okay.
But a rock will blunt the knife and break it. But the paper can wrap around the rock, like so. He'll pick a peanut out of the bar and wraps it. And the knife can cut through paper like it was paper.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so you do those 3, and then each one can defeat the other, and it's very easy. It's a little more complex than odds or evens.
Well, cool story. I should probably be getting to bed. I have a long journey ahead of me tomorrow.
Yeah, if you were here in the morning, I will be telling a brief story. The story.
Why don't you start it now, and I'll catch the last bit of it.
Well, once upon a time, I knew a man with a small man, a very small man, with...
I will get up and leave.
A man with no names named Fillmore Stunk. I'll tell you the rest in the morning, my friend. All right, and with that, I think that you'll play some guitar and have a pretty relaxed evening. Heading to bed. Is there anything last thing you'd like to do before bed?
I think I'm good.
Barricade the door so no crazy guy comes in the middle of the night.
Okay, and are you? I forget. Did you have 1 room or 2? I believe that you booked 2 rooms.
I think so.
Let me just check the floor plan. And I'm sorry that accent was switching so much. For some reason, I can't shift gears tonight. In terms of accents. I don't know why. Okay, so there are... Let's see. Boys' bedroom, guest room, so N2L.
God damn it, I can't stop yawning.
Sorry.
Okay. So N2M and L. So actually, you have 2 rooms that you've purchased.
Okay.
Unless you all want to be in the same room, in which case there is a 4-bed bedroom.
I mean, I think 2 is fine.
Okay. All right. So as you climb upstairs and head into bed, the windows are shuttered and latched and locked and easily barricaded from within. Zan, you're probably staying in Brother Kyrus's room, and Shasta and Don Collar are probably sharing room just to,
yeah,
because that's usually how it goes.
How are Ismark and Irina?
Oh, yes, you're right. So
Is Irina with us too? Did we split that way?
I think they got a separate room then.
Okay.
So, yeah, they would have had to. So, because these beds are not big enough. Okay, so who wants to be in the 4-person room? So, long story short, this is the setup. Okay, so the rooms on the right hand of the screen are available, which I can't touch, but basically, okay, these 2 rooms and that room. So, who wants to be in the 4-person room?
I'm guessing we would have probably taken the 4-person then.
Yeah, and just...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then you guys will all be in one room, and then Ismark and Irina will be in their own room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, damn, we could have rock, paper, knifed for it.
You could have, but you didn't know in time. All right. Now let's get out of this tedium. All right, so Zan, as you head to bed, you barricade things up, and Dawn Caller, you get ready for bed, gargling or scraping your teeth with a twig, whatever you do. Do you barricade the windows, Zan?
Oh yeah. There's no opening that I'm not barricading.
As you approach the window, you can see that outside rain is buffeting against the shutters, causing them to slap and rattle in their frames. The room is fairly warm, being heated by the central hearth of the building, but as you approach the window, you will hear in the distance the sound of howling outside of the walls of this town. And sure enough, if you glance up, you can see that there's a full moon. Zan, can you do me a big favor, buddy?
Sure.
Can you roll me a d20?
16?
16. Ooh, really? As you latch the windows, you are going to feel a strange shuddering sensation. It's a tingle that begins at the tips of your fingers. And as you latch and bar the window, you are going to hear a strange sound, and that's as you withdraw your hands, you'll hear as something scratches into the wood that you've, probably a bookshelf that you've slid over against the window. Glancing down, your fingers are longer than they should be, and end in sharp claws.
Oh, good.
Dun, 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 dun.
You can feel your skin begin to prickle and goose pimple all up your arm. You can choose to try to fight this, or you can go with it.
Dear God, just leave the room. I need 8 hours of sleep, and you need to get the hell out of our shared room.
Yeah, we're already asleep, probably.
Yeah, well, I barricaded
I'm probably
the
busy
door.
pulling the mattress off the bed, because otherwise my feet and lower limb would just hang off, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Not meant for my height.
Yeah, okay, I'll pull the barricade away from the door and then go back downstairs. Go get myself a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Heading downstairs. So the inn... Okay, the inn is still going if you guys went to bed at that time. So as you are walking down the hall around toward the door that leads down to the main floor of the building, you are going to... Oh, you have to go around the outside to get up into the guest rooms. That's interesting. So as you are stepping outside, you are going to pass a... You're going to pass a mirror that's hanging on the wall. And as you look at it, you'll glance up and you'll notice that your proportions are strange and mismatched. Your nose is elongated, almost 4-5 inches off of your face.
Oh, good.
Who's got a snoot?
Oh, woo.
Oh, woo.
No, longer than that. 6 inches. 7.
I'm going to go get myself a very stiff drink from the bar.
As you stumble down, as you open the back door, you will see that the man, oh, there's so many people in this fucking game. The man. Oh, which one? Yes, that's the problem. You will open the door to the outside, the rain buffeting down around you, and standing there in the rain, wearing his night cloak, is Erwin Martinkov, the owner of the inn, who stares at you as you... Yeah, as you open the door, he looks you up and down. It looks like you've had better nights.
Not many.
Your voice comes out shrill and rasping. Not many. I think you and I should have a talk.
Good. Let's go down to the get a drink first.
I'm afraid that the bar is closed.
Well, I think it's going to be open shortly.
I think that if anyone sees you like this down there, they'll kill you immediately.
I somehow don't really worry about it at this point.
Let's have a drink in my private
push
chambers.
My way.
Okay,
I will push my way past him.
Okay, so I want you to make me a strength roll.
Fight.
And let me pull up his stats real quick.
So am I just rolling dice 20 and then adding my
athletics
modifier?
So it would be a contested athletics roll. There we go.
12.
Okay, so you will push into him, and he stands sturdily on the door. There we go. Okay. And as you push into him, he will push you back, and you will actually be forced back inside of the house by about a foot. I can explain everything that is happening to you. Or we can fight. And then I can explain it after I've kicked your ass.
No, like, are you thinking like bare knuckle?
And with that, he's going to step into the light of the room. And you're going to see his face shift and shimmer. And suddenly you're going to be staring at a 6.5 foot tall anthropomorphic raven.
Oh, cool. What?
Among other things. So, Zan, first of all, since this is taking over you, your alignment in this form is now lawful good. Okay, what is your dexterity score?
16.
Cool. Yep, that stays the same. So, what you are going to need to do, will you go have a drink with him?
No.
Okay. You are a guest inside of my house, friend. I ask you kindly to please drink with me, and I will explain what has happened to you.
Oh, I'm going to go pack my stuff and leave then.
If that is your wish, they will not believe that this is. They will not believe that this is true. But be warned, if you do this, you risk many. There are many people in this village who would help you.
I don't care. I'm still packing my stuff.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, you can.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, Don Collar, did you rebarricade the door when he left?
No, because he'd left. So I was waiting, weapons in hand, for him to come back.
Okay.
Just in case something did break through.
Okay. Something opens the door. It's a 6 foot tall, half raven, half man bursts through the door.
I'm gonna grab and grapple it and, like, tackle it to the ground.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna
All
sit
right.
on it.
So, make me a contested athletics roll. And I just need to grab my monster manual. 1 sec.
7.
You know, Zan, to avoid a grapple, you can also roll Dex Acrobatics, which is probably better for you.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, to initiate a grapple, you always roll Strength Athletics, but to avoid it, you can roll Strength Athletics or Dex Acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, well, that's a whole different score.
Well, so go ahead and roll that instead, although the previous action you were initiating the grapple.
14.
25.
Okay, so you're going to sit on him. And at that point, you're going to hear at your door.
I'll hold my maul.
It is
Hello?
the man. It is Mr. Martinkov. May I please come in?
Yes.
I heard a struggle inside of this room. And Martin Cobb's going to come in. He runs some fingers through his wet beard.
Can I use sleight of hand at this moment to start picking Don Collar's pockets?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
You find a lot of, like, bits of jerky and...
Oh, snacks!
I mean... some berries, probably? She doesn't keep much in her night gear. It's all in her pack.
All right, so I'm just going to read this out to you real quick, just so you understand, Michael. Let's see. Okay, so you can choose to resist this curse or embrace this curse. If you embrace this curse, your alignment changes.
I'm not cool with that.
Okay. So if you resist this curse, your alignment changes only on nights of the full moon.
Yeah.
Basically, when you forcibly transform.
Wait, it's a lawful good? So I'm gonna go out and, like, feed like homeless people.
You could also just like, fight injustice and stab people in the face who are evil.
Oh great, I'm Batman.
Yeah,
or just hide in your room
you're
and
Birdman.
hope that you don't come across any laws you have to follow.
Birdman! Okay. So you want to jot this down real quick though.
Oh,
So when you are, let's see. Here we go. All right, so you will have the lycanthrope speeds if you do choose to embrace this. Let's see, your speed, you gain a 50-foot flying speed. Let's see. Character gains in non-humanoid form.
Does he have proficiency in flying?
If he shapeshifts, yes. So you'll have 3 forms. You'll have a hybrid form, a bird form, and your human form. No matter what, you have a damage immunity to anything not made of magic or silver. And you gain mimicry, which you can mimic any sound that you've heard with a contested DC wisdom check.
I feel like that's dangerous for Zan to have.
But if you shapeshift, you'll also have a beak attack. But we'll deal with that when you shapeshift.
Also sounds dangerous for Zan to have.
There is no downside. All you have to do is be a slightly better person.
Oh, I'm gonna beak off on everyone.
Or you could just be Batman.
He could be.
No, I gotta change my first name to Harvey.
Harvey Bird Plan.
Hey, Bird.
Harvey Bird the plan.
He's a chick magnet.
Hey!
Brother Karas, you're going to be roused from bed by this.
Hey! Dawn Caller, get off me! Hey!
Would you all please
Hey!
stop shouting? It's been a long day. I have lost much blood. And while Brig may have infinite patience...
Dan turned into a bird.
Hey!
That is fine.
What?
In the morning. For now, if you wish to shout, you will do so in any space. But this.
Hey. I'm not gonna put up with your garbage. Hey, get off of me.
Dawn Caller, what do you do?
I'm gonna kind of... This sounds like how Zan would talk. So I'm guessing it's not somebody faking it.
I saw your friend leaving. He appears to have been... the attack on your face. Was it a raven?
I don't know.
It appears that you have contracted a curse. What a terrible night for a curse.
You think?
It is not all bad. You could be a raving monster like a werewolf.
And this is good?
Are we able to have a conversation?
We're conversing.
Let's.
I don't have much of an option. Dawn Caller,
Do you
please
have
get
somewhere
off of
else
me.
we can do this?
No, we're doing it here.
Is Shasta sleeping through this?
Taurus is
No.
going to kill you.
Oh my god.
Bird.
You'll
Kill you
have singed
first.
tail for others.
I always wanted to. Chicken.
What? What'd you call me?
Roast chicken.
Mm. Go bite a neck.
Go ruffle someone else's feathers.
Dawn Caller will just lose it for a few minutes there.
Fair enough.
Just
I wonder if that hag would
Laughing.
love to make some raven pot pies.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
That's
probably.
sleep. Shash is gonna Is there a pillow?
Shasta doesn't make much sense when she's asleep.
If there's a pillow, Shasta will throw it at
Okay.
that general direction. I'm not even gonna try.
Don Collar will bat it into Zan.
Okay. All right.
Basically, just spike it. Are you still sitting on him?
I will threaten.
No, I got up.
Okay.
I'm gonna threaten to bite her if she doesn't move.
Oh my god.
I got up.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff. I'm going downstairs and I'm getting a drink, and no one's stopping me.
You are not allowed inside of the inn looking like that.
I'm going to go in there. They can
Zan.
throw a bottle out the window.
They will
Zan.
kill you.
Zan. Zan, go to bed.
I'll go climb a tree.
Go the fuck to sleep.
I also agree. If it is like most.
Now, didn't we pick up wine bottles? Didn't we find like a bottle or two of wine?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna pull it out of whichever pack it's in, grab Zen, and be like, "We're gonna go talk. I've got wine."
See,
Look.
I think he has enough wine
Why
for
spend money
both
on
of
it
you.
when I've got it?
okay, now we're being reasonable.
You're ridiculous.
No one
We
is
have one
staying
already.
in the other guest room.
Wait, what?
There is a third guest room.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
You may stay there tonight if it keeps you out of the inn.
Fine.
I think I've corralled him. Let's go talk.
He will he'll open the door next to Ismark and Arena's room. And it's a 2-bed bedroom with a little desk and chair. And he'll let you inside with a large iron key ring off of his belt. And yeah, do you go inside?
Yeah. I've got my maul slung on my back right now. Over my night clothes. Not that they're very different from my day clothes, but less fur.
Sleeping clothes.
No, those are on the ground. I sleep in those.
Oh,
I
sweet
don't wear them.
blessed silence.
This happened. He'll sit down at one of the chairs and direct you toward the beds. So this happened because of the Devil Strahd. You were attacked outside of the walls of Barovia.
I wouldn't say attacked so much as
Oh, like just down by those gates?
Yes.
The big gates?
Yes.
Yeah. Some, vampire chick?
One of Strahd's spawn.
I don't know. She made us see things that weren't there and then attacked us while we were resting.
I would not trust that.
Well, I mean, for all I know, you could be one too.
No,
So,
I am not. But it is good that you are worried that one is. You should be safe inside of this establishment. This is my home. My room, my quarters are not far from here. Just across the wall. Vampires cannot enter unless invited. And we will not invite that devil. You were struck by the beak of a were-raven.
I'm getting that impression.
If you find a cleric, they may be able to heal you.
Oh, good. We got one in the other room.
I do not know how powerful he is, but yes, maybe.
is it just like remove curse? Like,
Yes, removing a curse will remove this.
This is a curse?
I believe it does in the PHB. Double check me, Neil.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure remove curse takes care of it.
well, cause that's how MacLeod did it to several werewolves.
That's true.
I believe it does. I think it's more powerful in this edition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
So-
would look at the bestiary entry, but affecting one
I have a
creature
monster
or
manual,
object
not a
and-
bestiary. Alright, removing the curse. The curse. Alright, a lycanthrope can either resist the curse or embrace it. By resisting, the lycanthrope retains its normal alignment and personality while in humanoid form. It lives its life as always, however, when the full moon rises, the curse becomes too strong to resist, transforming them into their beast form. When the moon wanes, the beast within can be controlled again, especially if the cursed creature is unaware of its condition. It might not remember the events of its transformation, although the memories might haunt it in its dreams.
Werebears.
Yeah, werebears are a thing. Oh yeah, so technically you're basically in a fugue state right now. So you won't remember this when you wake up. Good chance.
Oh, great.
Good. Everyone's gonna be mad at you, and you won't know why.
I mean, this is pretty standard for Zan.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no worries. Don Collar will explain at great length and great volume.
Well, on the bright side, I have pie.
You... I am on the understanding that the person who cursed you did not mean to.
I get that impression.
The were-raven was trying to help you to fight off the vampire spawn.
This is help?
Vampire spawn are pretty quick, and she missed. You got in her way while she was preparing to strike. I'm sure she's very, very sorry. I literally botched a roll last session, and this is why.
No.
And then you botched a roll, and it was perfect. But anyway,
Stars aligned.
Yep, and then you got a 2 on your con save. It was just like boom, boom, boom.
Apparently, I need to stop succeeding my con saves.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, you would have loved this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could have been flying.
And having a bite attack.
Or you could have been. Or you could be a 9-foot-tall werewolf.
Were-raven.
Their
I
alignment.
thought she was bitten by the wolf.
Yeah, I've been
Werewolves are
by
chaotic
wolf.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It would be terrifying. Horrible idea. Don't do it, please.
When you awaken tomorrow, this curse should be dormant again.
Oh, good. It's everything I hoped for.
Like were-ravens themselves, it is a kindness.
Oh, yeah. A kindness.
Yes.
And yet I'm not allowed downstairs to have a drink.
I will shove the wine ball in his hand
I
and
know.
drink it already.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I understand that this has been a very confusing night. Is your friend normally this goddamn stupid and obstinate?
Yes.
No.
Oh, so this is a special circumstance. Because usually when someone becomes a were-raven, their manners improve.
I don't wake up every day and find out that I'm a giant bird. Not that I woke up. I was kind of.
You can have the curse
I'm still
removed,
awake.
little man.
Little man.
Stop whining.
Is he still taller than me?
In human form, he's pretty big. He's pretty big, but I think he's about the same size as you.
Don Collar's definitely still taller than you.
Don Collar is the tallest one in the room. Absolutely.
Fair.
Let's see. Just seeing if it says how tall he is. Lawful good. I like to say he's a human. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, he doesn't say anything about his physical stature. Perhaps, once you take a moment and take a drink, we can discuss things civilly.
I will drain the bottle.
Okay. You're feeling more lawful good for some reason. I don't know why. Only while the
Then I will
moon's up, Zan.
recycle the bottle.
Okay, good.
I'll recycle the bottle when I'm done.
Good. Why Why couldn't they have bit you? You're more reasonable, Lilman.
Yeah, why couldn't they?
Bad luck.
Do me a favor, don't go around biting anyone.
That's an option?
No, it is not.
It's an option.
Yes, you could cause the genocide of an entire people.
It doesn't sound appealing right now for some reason.
Yeah, it doesn't sound appealing right now, Zan.
It's more of a, I will mentally try to keep, I'm mentally noting this to not do it.
It's okay, you won't remember this conversation tomorrow anyway.
Exactly.
Lady, I ask you, you seem like you're a pretty good sort. I ask you to make sure this one does not do anything feather-brained tonight.
What do you mean, this one? I'm right here.
Yes, but you're acting like a this one and not a man.
What?
I mean, he's not wrong, Zan.
If you want to be obstinate, we can have it out.
This isn't obstinate. I'm a bird.
I know birds with more manners than you. Now let me just put this nice and easy. I will help you find a way out of this curse if you are not willing to work in its favor.
Fine.
But in the meanwhile, you will not fly the coop. Or I will bake your sorry ass into a pie.
Oh, speaking of pie.
I will... What? You want a pie? Fine,
No.
I'll get you a damn pie.
No, I'll give him one of the other pies. I have pies.
Don't eat it.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure a hag gave those to him. Yeah, I wouldn't eat it.
You made a deal with a hag.
I wouldn't say it's a deal. I mean, she took the money for it. It was more of a purchase.
You made... Don't make deals with hags.
It wasn't a deal. It was more of a transaction.
I wouldn't even do that, but at least you didn't make a deal. If you had promised something, that would have been absolutely stupid.
Well, I did kind of promise something.
That was absolutely stupid.
I just said I'd get rid of all the pies.
Did you say how soon you'd do it?
No.
He also didn't say how he'd do it either, so...
He said he wouldn't throw them away. He said that he would give them away to individuals, and he would not throw them away. That was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have any left.
You would not have any left, so you would have to give them out to people.
Yeah.
No.
You could save them and give them to werewolves. Here, doggy. Give them to Strahd.
I don't think that that's his diet. I think he's more paleo. But
Hey, something we have common.
Yeah. Stay here tonight. I will go speak with a priest. He will come get you in the morning.
Awesome. I will be right here.
Yes. Consider this part of your room and board.
Thank you.
Consider this part of your quest to get more wine for us. Why couldn't it have been the big one? He says and gets up and walks out. Okay.
On-caller will just smirk at him.
Alright, and with that, the rest of the night is going to pass without any trouble.
Oh, nice.
Morning is going to come, and sure enough, Zan, you are going to be lying in bed in kind of a pool of sweat, but otherwise human.
That's normal.
Alright. As you make it down to... you can clean up and go down to breakfast. I'm assuming that everyone does so at their own pace.
As we returned... I mean, I guess we had to return to our room first and then...
Yeah. Sure.
So that's weird. We're going to go to sleep in a different room and you woke up in a different one.
That's true.
Just with Todd collar.
I mean, it has 2 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have barricaded stuff up so that it would make it difficult for him to leave without alerting me.
Ooh, I have to make a roll.
Yes, you do. I'd like you to do that right now.
I will do that right now. I was just double checking what the roll was.
Wait, is Dawncaller going to tell Zan what happened? Or is it one of those, we're not going to talk about it?
She is going to... Actually, before we go down for breakfast, she's going to pull Zan into the other room and grab the other 2 and explain what happened. And I'm assuming the other guy told her all the details of what this is. Like, you just didn't repeat it a second time?
Yeah, he'll basically just said that he'll say that Zan was cursed with lycanthropy. And Brother Karas remove curse does get rid of this, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless the bestiary entry says it doesn't, then yeah.
Monster Manual says it does.
Cool.
Does it? I couldn't find that. Cool.
Oh yeah, it's like right at the top. It's like, unless you're a natural born weird animal.
Oh, that's what it is. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So am I going to have
Oh, that's right, because we had to flip a coin to see if those guys were or not. That's right.
Because if they're natural born, then the only way to remove it is through the spell Wish.
Yeah. Divine intervention.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like I passed if it's meat, right? It's meat or beat?
It's meet or beat.
Thankfully, my saving throw is +6 and not +4.
All right.
So I'll sit you all down and describe what happened last night.
Right.
I will probably have this equal a rant and rave at the same time. What? What happened?
Looks like you're special too, just like the rest of us.
The innkeeper said he'd bring the priest. They should be able to remove it, it sounds like.
Okay.
If you don't want it. I mean, on the plus side, if you want it, you can fly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It seems a little nicer than our, like... God, I'm hungry.
All right. So, do you head down to breakfast?
Yeah.
We might as well discuss this.
So, when Shasta says, God, I'm hungry, I'm like, I am not breakfast. And head down.
I'm fine. It'll pass.
There are 8 people waiting there in the morning. The light is just poured over the city, well, the town. And besides the lady of the establishment, there's also several people. The 2 hunters are not there as well yet, but there are 8 townsfolk having a breakfast of bread and bacon.
Oh, and I will explain the possible job from the innkeeper to us, which I think is now basically we have to do it because.
So, the lady of the inn will provide each of you with a plate of porridge and bacon and bread and a couple of boiled eggs. She'll smile and set down the eggs in front of you, and it's a very tense smile. And Danica looks down at the plates, Danica being Danica Martikov. I hope you enjoy the breakfast that we've prepared for you. Do you know what they say? A boiled egg in the morning is hard to beat. And she'll leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. What?
I didn't know they say that.
I've never heard that before.
Is this something all city dwellers do?
It's
They're all
egg
crazy.
joke. Wait,
Oh.
do I lay eggs now?
Over at the
You're
bar, you
male.
can see that strange white-haired
I don't
man,
know how this
Rictavio,
works.
is
No male bird does.
Well, I don't know how this works.
It's okay. No
yes,
male
Dan.
bird does.
Yes, you will lay eggs now, but only on
Asta,
the
shut up. He's male.
I don't know. He's a magical bird. I'm joking.
fight me.
To mess with him. It's funny when he gets confused.
Yes, but then shit happens.
It'll happen anyway. At least this way we're semi in control. Might as well get some entertainment out of it.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Do you have my morning fare? Yes, of course, Rictavio. We have, as usual, a wolf steak and a couple of apples wrapped here. And she hands him a plaid handkerchief that is containing, it looks like a raw wolf steak and several apples. Bon. Is so perfect. Thank you so much. I will be back for the lunchtime rush to tell some more stories. If you must. If you must, my friend. He will look across the bar at Zan and leave the inn with a flourish.
What did we miss last night?
Not much.
Okay.
The front door will open with a bit of a start, and oh, so many pages. There we go. Erwin Mardukov will enter the door, and behind him is a human male in his late 40s. Kind of, let's see. Do we want a bald priest?
Sure.
Oh, you know what? Let's have him have white hair. Let's have him look like Leslie Nielsen. Oh, thank you very much. And don't call me Shirley. Okay, got it. All right. So, behind him, a priest enters and... Let's see. He will bring the priest over to your table, which you can see that most of the locals are giving you a wide berth. And Father, this is the man I told you about. Hello, my child. My name is Lucian Petrovich. It is a pleasure to meet you. Morning Lord grace you, he will say, making the sign of the Morning Lord, which you can see his vestments are of that religion, much like Donovich, the last town. You have a curse. I can remove your curse.
Yes, please.
With a favor.
What kind of favor?
Thank you very much, Orwin. I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here. And he'll sit down at the table, or he'll drag a stool over and lean in. Neil, can you do me a favor and just make me a... Oh, actually, never mind. You don't have to at all. That's perfect. Let's see. There we go. What are the characters? No? Sorry guys, I'm having the hardest time finding everything I need sequentially in this book tonight, based on the sequence of events that has happened.
It's because we fucked up the order?
No, the order is just not... It's not playing into my hands correctly, unfortunately, and I'm trying to find the bit about... At night, the church is big.
If you find priest stuff, flag it, because I'm gonna try and go talk to this priest, or go to the priest today.
Well, he's literally at the table with you, so...
Yeah. No. I'm just saying that it was on my agenda anyway.
I know, so this worked out really well. I just have to...
How convenient.
Because there's specifically, like, if you are a priest... There we go. Okay. Actually, I can see you. He points a finger at you, Brother Cars. You are a man of God.
I am certainly a man of a god.
Yes, which one?
One not known in these lands. God of hearth and home. Break.
Seems like a god of good and warmth. If your cause is just, I could ask for some help.
I will not lie to you, Father. I was intending to come and visit your church, your mission today.
And what is your name?
I am Brother Karas of the Welcoming
Karas.
Flame.
Lucian Petrovich, and I am the priest of the Church of St. Andrew. It's a church dedicated to the Morning Lord, he gestures at his symbol, and houses the bones of St. Andrew, one of our most holy men. At least it did.
What does that mean?
Was there a theft?
There was a theft. Someone broke in and stole his bones. Without those bones, I don't have the connection to the Morning Lord I need to remove a curse. It's a great power, but if I had those bones again...
Who would dare steal from Church of the Morning Lord, the Church of a God of Light?
Well...
Not everyone worships the gods as you do, or sees them in such reverence.
I was the only one here who knew where the bones were. I remember about a month ago, I mentioned them to a boy named Veska, or Yeska. Yeska, definitely Yeska. One of my altar boys, an orphan who was having horrible dreams. I told him about the bones to put him at ease. He promised not to divulge a name, but I think he might have told it to a boy named MacLeod. He's a bit of a thug around town. Strong temperament, bad attitude. I haven't reported this for fear of distress and what this news might cause. And I definitely don't want to put a damper on the Burgomeister's festival.
Oh no, the festival.
I can see how that would be distressing, particularly as the upcoming festival seems inclined towards the Morning Lord, at least in name.
I am worried. The church is unguarded by the Morning Lord's might, so long as it's not inhabited.
By the bones?
Without that connection, I fear that the church remains unconsecrated.
Strange.
How so? Once the holiness is removed, the connection from the Morning Lord.
I was just under the impression that holiness was more than an item. But I suppose different gods act in different ways.
Different gods are being
strikes me
blocked
as
by monsters.
Fickle or petty to withdraw that connection.
He's not withdrawing anything. It is through the bones that the consecration is able to take root in this cursed land.
In the same way that the
Elliot.
torch shines light into darkness, if you take away the torch, there can be no light.
The fire still exists somewhere.
I suppose that's true.
If you can, I would greatly appreciate if you could approach MacLeod. See if he was in fact the one who took them.
Well, I certainly will be happy to help. I do not wish to volunteer my companions, but...
As soon as you get the bones back, I can reconsecrate the temple and cure your friend.
I volunteer.
As tribute.
What?
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 Well,
What tribute are you speaking of?
I'm not. There's no tribute.
Oh, I see.
It's a. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you need anything, MacLeod, Milvod's mother, Wilhelmina, attends our services. But right now, oh, wait, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm wrong entirely. I'm entirely wrong. Because those two sentences blur together. Okay, we're gonna rewind that. Milivoj is pretty easy to find. He's constantly walking around with his shovel. A bit of a bully. If you look around long enough, you'll be able to find him. He'll give you a rough description. He's a tall boy with kind of a mean look about him. A very Gaston kind of look.
Mm.
Sexy as hell.
Gaston / Christopher Reeve, right? Like. All right. Well. I wish you the best. I will be back at the temple. It's at the west side of town. Very easy to find.
Thank you. We
No, I thank you.
appreciate you offering to help our companion with his situation.
It's... No one deserves to be cursed in this town. In this country. In this... There's already enough of a curse here.
Perhaps if we retrieve the bones, there is more than one curse you can examine.
I will do what I can. I know lycanthropy. I've cured it once in the past.
Just once?
It's not entirely often that a victim survives a werewolf attack. Or a were-creature attack.
Hey,
They,
I'm a victim?
You are, I believe the term we use is survivor, but yes. I suppose you're a victim of the curse. I do think that, yes, perhaps changing the language could be more empowering, but given the rate of survival, it's not something we tend to worry about. Sorry. I'm like, what the... Oh, God. Okay.
Yikes.
Come find me at the church.
We will.
Best of luck. And he'll depart, and I think that's a good time for us to take a 5-minute bathroom break.
Yeah, that seems good.
Alright, so we'll be right back, everybody. You're not going to leave it on?
I'm not in were-raven form right now.
Alright.
We're not playing masks.
Alright, and with that, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Alright, so, you finish your breakfast and then head out on the town?
There are some things we should talk about. I remember because I wrote them down at the end of last session.
Oh.
You mentioned something about arena and some dolls and said you would fill us in the morning. I look at Town Caller.
Oh, right.
Oh, and I guess at that point, Irina and Ismark are going to come downstairs and join you at breakfast. Hello, friends. Hello.
Good morning.
My ears are burning, she says, leaning across the table.
That is because I was just talking about you.
My beak
At least I hope that's why.
I would hope so, too.
Yeah.
I will quietly explain the whole story behind what happened in the toy shop and what we assumed and figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And I will continue on with saying it might be best if we move you along to Crush
Yeah.
pretty soon.
I don't think you want to stay here long.
On that note, it turns out Zan has been cursed.
He's a big bird brain.
And the priest has asked us to recover the bones of their St. Andrew before he can lift it. So we have to do that in the town.
Yeah.
And the innkeep has asked us to...
St. Andrew?
check into his wine supply, as it's not coming correctly. But that is near Kresh, so we could always take you there, go do this, come back, and then meet up with you again later.
I have concerns about the wine supply, given that the unfortunate individuals we met on the road had a cart with some of that wine in it.
Yeah.
It could be a coincidence, but yes, that is probably best to check on that.
Also, they're giving us room and board free if we do it.
In exchange.
So we met those guides. We met the guides.
Also, the innkeeper has been very helpful with Zan's issue.
I wouldn't call it an issue. Just sort of a setback.
Did he explain why he was so helpful?
Yeah, what was about that?
Upon this land, but I tend to find that people here are perhaps less accommodating than what I'm used to.
He recognized what it was, explained what it was, and it made sense and seemed to be held out with what had happened to us before.
And didn't just kill him for some reason.
No, prevented Zan from getting himself killed by going into the tap room transformed.
Then let's count our blessings.
Have you, Ismark or Irina, heard, like, weird birds?
Were-Raven.
Were-Raven. Have you heard of this before?
I haven't. There's every other kind of damn were thing around here.
Apparently they're good.
Well, that's a kindness, I suppose.
And that truly the only reason Zan got infected was by accident. Apparently the were-raven was probably assisting us against that vampire before vampire spawned.
I thought, aren't ravens minions of Strahd? Does that not cross over to were-ravens?
I don't know. Some of them are thought to be.
I mean, it's one thing to control a simple animal's mind versus a more sophisticated one, I suppose.
That's true. Just
more
reads about affinities of...
I don't know so much that they are willing minions, much less that they are easy to control.
I just wondered if you had a particular power over them.
What I know is that it's not that the ravens are usually his pawns. The legend is that you shan't harm a raven lest its curse befall you, lest bad fortune befall you. And I remember you did kill a raven on the road the other day.
That's true.
I warned you at the time, but you should just be careful. You're from a different land. The rules here are probably different than you're used to.
Seems to be.
So we are finding.
Well, I'm going to leave you to go do this mission for the church. I'll stay here with Irina, and we'll have some food and see if we can learn anything else about this area.
Stay out of sight. I know it goes without saying, but...
I don't want to be confined to bed chambers.
Then wear a hood or a hat.
Don't be stupid.
That.
Like, why flaunt in an area that you know is dangerous?
I'm just tired of being...
Understandable. But do you want to get caught?
I'll wait in my room. But we should
wear
probably
a hood,
leave
wear
tomorrow
a veil.
morning.
Scarf, anything.
Do you not have any morning clothes? Veils?
No.
I just thought.
I'll go out and buy you some, if needed. Or if you're out shopping or passing by the market, could you pick some up? I prefer not to leave the inn and leave Irina here.
Of course.
I can take care of myself, brother. Yes, I'm certain that you can.
And we're offering to assist you.
It's just that there's no one else who I would trust to have my back, and I'd hope the same would pass to me. From you.
Family's important, okay?
Thank you. She gets it. I'm not saying that you're not important, I'm just... Never mind. I'll take my breakfast upstairs. Thank you for your help. I will see you in a bit. She will grab her food and depart back up to her room. I'll make some rounds as well. Best of luck finding whatever you're looking... Excuse me. I think I ate some sausage wrong. What,
I was going to ask if you'd had too much wine for breakfast.
Try to limit my consumption before dark.
Well,
but best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And he will go and follow her back upstairs. With that, what else are you talking about? What's on your list?
Well, Jas is gonna look over at Brother Karis and just... So... No cravings?
None that I can feel.
Okay.
Although, perhaps the time is drawing near for it to be later and us to talk about your hungers.
I'm fine for now.
All right. I trust you.
I'll try to keep you all posted. Seems to be, after so long, you kind of have to try to resist it. I don't really know how it works. But I'm fine. For now.
All right. As long as we are all in a sharing mood, I had a strange vision of a castle on a hill. Argen Vosthall, I think the name was. And behind it, great blue eyes. Apparently it was the home of a holy order that has fallen. I do not know where it is, and I do not know what it is. But visions are normally not unmeaningful.
Fair. Do you know who the vision came from? Where it came from?
No, and that is why I am suspicious.
So it wasn't from your god?
No, he does not send visions in sleep. It is not his realm. If I wish a vision from my god, I would stare into the hearth fire.
That is concerning then.
That being said, it is, or it claimed to be, a holy order. And if we are looking to resolve unholy problems, that may be a good place to start.
I'm more concerned about the unjust, but sometimes those go hand in hand.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Was there anything else you are all going to discuss over breakfast?
I don't think so. I think I got everything out that happened last night.
All right.
Oh, besides the pair of hunters who are willing to give us directions. Well, escort us for 5 gold a day.
Yep. They'll give you directions for drinks.
Yeah.
They'll escort you for money.
Fair enough.
So one thing that I think slipped my mind when I was explaining things, the reason that Milivoj is always carrying a shovel is that he's a grave digger. He works for the church.
Of course he is.
So that is probably where you would find it. Yeah. I feel that I wasn't direct enough about that, and the priest would have been, so I thought I'd butt in and tell you.
Yeah,
And
well, that makes sense.
the impression was that the priest was pretty sure that he probably did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps he felt they needed a proper burial. If he's a gravedigger.
and admirable task. But perhaps
I somehow doubt it.
Yeah. All right, let's go then.
All right. If you are willing to accompany me, I am the only one who committed to finding the bones. But gladly,
the quicker we do it, the quicker we can go do other jobs. So,
and the quicker Zan will stop whining.
I haven't whined all morning. I've been eating all the bread.
Yeah.
The breadcrumbs are delicious.
They're just more satisfying than usual. You don't know why.
Mm.
And he keeps drinking his water like...
I feel like the sooner we resolve this, the better.
All right. So do you guys leave the inn?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, leaving the Blue Water Inn behind you, you head out on the town. The town is woken up and is beginning its daily preparations, preparing the market stalls and so on. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning by the time you have equipped and headed out on the town. Where are you headed?
Well, we're looking for the Milovich, right?
Yep.
Milovich. So, if he's a grave digger, perhaps the graveyard?
Okay. You make your way to the west side of town, which you can easily, by the time you are headed toward the western gate, will be able to see the church. It's a slouching centuries-old stone church with a bulging steeple. Its walls are lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps among the graves. Above you, you can hear the sound of thunder arcing between black clouds, but no rain has fallen yet. As you approach, the sound of the church overtakes, and the sound of the town kind of fades back a bit. And you can hear that grinding bite of a shovel. And can see just the barest mop of black hair sticking out of a hole a good 4.5 feet deep.
I will approach the edge of the hole.
As you do, Shash is going to lean over to Dawn Caller and go, you know, it occurs to me that we probably should have found out first if that altar boy actually did speak of the bones. Because if he didn't, that might just make things awkward.
Do you say anything, Brother Karis?
Yeah, I'll look down at the figure at the bottom of the hole and go, good work. Lots of dedication to your craft.
Oh, yes, I'm a veritable tradesman.
Such a diligent young man. Tell me, what is your name?
Unless you're paying coin, friend, I'm not interested. I'm not some man that can be purchased for a pleasure. Now get out of here before I cave your fucking skull in.
Now, there are two problems with what you have said to me. First of all, you have asked me whether I offer coin, and then told me you are a man who cannot be bought. Second of all, you have been unjust to one who simply seeks to make pleasant conversation with a man about his work.
Yeah. Did you notice that I'm in a damned graveyard? Yeah, perhaps you should be quiet and respectful to the corpses. But hey, you respect my work, so I'll get back to it. He shovels deeply, and over his shoulder he turns from you, scoops, and throws a load of dirt up in your direction.
I'm nonplussed.
Okay, it hits your pants, and your pants are somewhat dirty now.
Is there like a headstone at the front of the grave, or is...
It's just a simple marker. It hasn't actually... Actually, you know what? No, they wouldn't have the marker ready yet.
Is there a good lean-in surface nearby, is what I'm asking.
There is a creepy tree not that far away.
Perfect.
It's kind of one of these guys.
Which at the point of him accusing Karis of trying to purchase his pleasure services, Dawn Color's just going to lose it and start laughing in the corner.
Oh my god.
And feed him back.
What do you want, fake priest?
Well, there are many things that I want, but there is only one that you can help me with. I have heard bad things about you, Milivosh.
Yes, they are all true.
Well,
Now,
that is very convenient. For me, that is.
yes, you heard that the last person who accused me of something, I caved in his teeth with the side of the shovel?
I actually had not heard that one, so
The one
you are adding
before?
to the repertoire of things that I have heard about you.
Good. Now, friend, you're not my friend, so I will give you an option. You can let me do my work. You can walk away or limp away.
I am in no way disrupting your work, my friend. I believe that you are digging with renewed enthusiasm in your effort to coat me with sod.
You're not going to shut up until I answer a question?
He's very persistent.
How many of you bastards? And he'll stick his head up. You'll see that this kid is about 6'3". Like, he's quite large and actually quite broad in the shoulders and chest. When he's a fully grown adult, he's probably 18. But when he's fully grown and matured into his 20s, he's going to be one broad dude. If he survives that long with a mouth like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not his fault, he's stupid.
He's really stupid, guys. I'm sorry.
Dawn Color will straighten up from where she was bent over laughing and wave.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah. My friend is indeed very large. Now, I believe we were coming to the point in the conversation where you had abandoned your persistent efforts to silence me with your shovel and were beginning to acquiesce to respond to a couple of simple inquiries. You are going to answer my questions, yes?
All right. Would you like to make a persuasion or intimidation roll?
I would like to make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Do you have to spend inspiration before you roll dice, or can you spend it after?
I'll allow it afterwards.
Okay, then let's see how this goes. Pretty well. 21.
Nice.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Do you know one... Oh no, my own handwriting is imperceptible to me.
Yeska.
Do you know Yeska?
Everyone knows Yeska.
Mm.
He's an orphan that works as an altar boy inside of that church that you could probably piss on from where you're standing. Would not recommend it, but you probably could.
This is an interesting method of spatial determination, and one that I will store in my head for future use. I thank you.
Store as much piss as you'd like.
I will do my darndest. Now, I have heard that you had an interesting conversation with Yeska, pertaining to something that may be related to both your fields.
Yes. All right, what?
All right. I am going to ask this in my way, and
Is your way fast?
it can be. It's not as fast as hers. What have you done with the bones of Saint Andras?
It's Saint Andros. Saint Andrel. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Yiska told me about the bones, and I went and told Heinrich Vandervoort, the guy who makes the coffins. He paid me money for them. I have brothers and sisters at home that are fucking starving. I use the money to feed them.
This is perfectly understandable to me.
The bones are with Vandervoort. His coffin shop down the street.
Thank you. You have
This
been
is the last I heard of them.
You have been the most accommodating young man. And I'll turn to walk away.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
it. Thank you.
Just a simple question.
Right. Well, I always wanted to go see a coffin maker's shop.
Before she leaves, Dawncaller will flick a gold coin into the grave with him.
Big woman, big heart.
I will kind of grin, but it's kind of a baring of teeth more than anything.
This is a welcome present. He'll palm it and just nod in your direction. Not the type. You get the sense he's not the type of guy that says thank you a lot. But that's about as close as he'll
brothers
That was
sisters
basically
do you
thank
have?
you.
Oh,
Many.
no. Zan.
Like, how many?
Give me a second, Mike.
I don't know. Give me a round number.
I think he has 4.
Okay.
But I can't find the exact number because the book's not set up well.
What? That's close enough. I will go up to the edge of the grave and start laying out a bunch of pies in a little stack. Leave him like half a dozen.
No.
Be like, here you go. You have a hungry family. There, you can go and feed them today.
These are not rotten?
No, people were eating them this morning.
I will look at them, look at Zan, and just go, really?
They do smell good.
Yeah,
Listen, child,
he's hungry.
I will
Yeah.
do you a favor. I will buy those pies from you for 2 gold.
I paid 10 for them.
I will take your gold.
And I will take your pies.
They were always yours.
Yeah.
He's gonna confusedly take the 2 gold and go back to shoveling.
And I will take the pies.
I
And
guess
now you can
technically you
dispose
can.
of them.
Yeah, technically
You
you can
can
do
promise
that.
not to.
No. That's yeah. That's what Zan should have done the whole time, is like giving them to party members, and then we can throw them in the garbage because
That's
we're
true.
not bound by the contract. Yeah.
All right.
I just don't want anything to do with them.
Oh, but they're so delicious. They're addicting.
I will remove 6 more.
All right. So, are you guys gonna head over to the coffin shop?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's swap this out. So,
16 more to go.
as you do, you can hear that a light rain is beginning to fall around you. Now, on the other side of town, you'll pass by an uninviting shop. It's 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin out above the front door. All of the
Lovely.
window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. The windows are latticeworks of iron fitted with squares of frosted glass. There are no visible locks on the outside, and the outside doors of the shop looks like they're closed up tight.
Huh.
Well,
Doesn't look like they've been open recently. Like, is there...
No, doesn't look like it.
sometimes all you can do is knock.
Yeah. It's my plan.
All right, you knock on the door?
Yeah.
All right. We're closed! Go away!
Well, that answers that.
That is a
Bang,
compelling argument.
bang, bang.
I said we're closed. Go away.
Got business for you.
Wait, we're looking for the coffin maker. Is he in?
I'm the coffin maker, but I'm busy right now dealing with some bodies. They're going to go off soon.
Right. So...
We can leave it on your doorstep if you want.
That's perfect, thank you.
You want a body out here?
I don't care.
Really?
We are closed. Goodbye. And you'll hear the sound of someone walking off inside of the building.
Is there a window?
There are windows, like I said, they're
they're
glass and iron, and they're shuttered on the inside.
Okay, so they're like, you can't really see through them.
You cannot. This place is completely sealed up. No.
Is there a back door?
Yeah, I was gonna say side alleys, back doors.
Side alleys, back doors.
So you can head. Let's see. Boop, 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 ground
Because
level.
when Don kicks down the door, I want it to not be on the main street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. So if you head toward the side door, there is a side door on the right-hand side of the building. Following it down, it's at the very back of the building, and it also looks like it's sealed up pretty tight.
What do you reckon, Don Caller?
Knock again?
Yeah.
There's no
Could
response.
Or
Okay.
we happen to have an associate who is, I have been told, quite good at these things.
It's true. Or we
Oh,
could
look at Zan.
What, you want me to, like, open it?
That would
Yes.
be incredibly helpful.
I don't know. That's kind of illegal, isn't it?
No, for you see, when there is a crisis situation in a building, occasionally you must force entry. And in most statutory codes of towns, it is permissible to gain entry in untoward manners into buildings in which a person may be in distress.
Zen, make me an investigation roll if you're looking at the door at all. Or a perception roll. Your call.
Perception?
Sure, go ahead.
11.
11. Taking a quick glance at the door, it has a lock, but yeah, I mean, you could probably pick it pretty easily.
Okay, I'll see if I can.
Okay. So you will easily be able to pick the lock, but that's pretty much the moment you squat down next to it, you are going to feel around in the lock and give the door a slight jiggle, and there is absolutely no give at all in its frame, even on the lock, which leads you to believe that it's barred from the other side.
Okay.
But the lock gives you no problem. You don't even have to roll.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like pretty much just a catch lock. Like it's barely on there. But it
So what's the
feels like
problem?
there's something. He's probably nailed the door shut.
Okay. So, in that case, Don Caller? Actually,
I'll bang on it again.
because,
No response.
okay,
None?
1 second. Just gonna go around, just hold on a sec. I wanna test something. I'm gonna go back around to the front and knock on the front door again.
There's no response.
No response at all. Okay, cool. So it isn't just the... Okay. And then she's gonna go back to the back and she's gonna lean in close to the door and go, look, you really ought to open the door. We need to speak to you about some property damage. Don Caller?
Are all the windows sealed up?
The windows are all sealed up as well.
Okay, so we're in a back alley.
You're in a side alley. I mean, it's not so much an alley. Let me just double check what the town's shape like. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so you are at N6. Basically, it's a row of houses. You're back behind these row of houses. There are no buildings behind you. There's another house to your immediate back.
Okay, does it appear like anybody's looking out? Is there anybody nearby?
Not particularly.
All right, I'll kick the door in.
All right, go ahead and make me a strength roll.
18.
18. Okay, give me 1 sec. Nope, that's Strahd Spies. I need... There we go. Doors. If the door is made of stone, the door's bar to reinforce. Nope, only 15. Cool. All right, leaning back, you're going to put your foot directly through the door's side, booting it completely open. The light is going to explode into the room, and you'll see that arranged haphazardly around the floor of this musty L-shaped room are 13 wooden coffins.
Lovely.
You can see that there on the left-hand wall are 2 doors directly next to each other, and a third one perpendicular to them.
Okay.
There's no one in this room.
There's no reaction from the rest of the house from having the door kicked in?
You will hear some motion in behind one of the doors on the left.
All right, I'll go that way.
The coffins are all closed, are they?
Yes, they are.
Shasta's gonna cautiously step towards the nearest one and flip it open.
All right. Inside there is a mouse.
Okay.
It's a living mouse. It's not like a dead mouse, but like...
Oh, and it also hasn't been trapped in there for long, then.
Not for long, no. It's just like, it looks like it crawled in. It looks up at you with this... Then we'll start to run off.
Can it get out?
Nope.
Damn it. Justin's gonna reach in and try and pick and pull it out. If that fails...
You will be able to.
Okay, cool. Because otherwise she's just gonna flip the coffin over.
Okay. Dawncaller, as you move toward the back room, the door will open, and a man with a big white bushy beard, mussy hair, and a workman's outfit and cravat will open the door looking quite shaken. Did you just break my back door?
No, my
Did you buy a priceless relic from the church from some random dude who had no authority to sell it?
You want the bones?
Well, see, the priest needs the bones because if he doesn't have a connection to the god, so he can't remove a frickin' curse.
Because apparently that's how magic works here.
You're just here for the bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Apologies about the property damage.
Upstairs.
I'll pay for your door.
Upstairs in the bedroom wardrobe.
Cool.
I can take you to it.
Why did you want them?
Are you
Seems
a
like
priest?
Nothing useful to spend your money on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I planned to sell them.
How much?
The price was still being negotiated.
What was your first negotiation?
Make me an insight roll.
21.
Cool. He's lying. Fairly lamely, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up, put a hand on either shoulder, lean in and go, well, lean down and go, it's a really bad idea to lie to me.
Make me an intimidation roll.
Hey, 23.
Oh, no.
Several months ago, a nobleman named Vasily von Holtz, visited me and promised me good business in exchange for my help.
And he wanted the bones.
He ordered me to acquire them.
Okay.
Ordered.
He has me... He has me doing whatever he likes.
Is he blackmailing you?
Sort of. I'm not in a position to say no. He has some of his friends staying with me upstairs.
Ah, how many?
And are they here now?
There's
Quick, how many?
one moment. I'm checking that right now.
Okay.
How many?
I thought he was just being obstinate.
No, they are in 6F. 6. Oh, it's because it's on the next page. That's why. 6 of them.
Is this
My
is
goodness,
this
that
the
is-
cause for your concern when you asked us if we were here only for the bones, or did you anticipate people coming to talk to you about something else?
That's a good question.
There is a reason I have been ordered to keep the shop sealed.
Well, you kept it sealed.
I want no part of this.
So I guess are the bones upstairs with them then?
In a different room.
I'm sure they've heard all of.
The top of the stairs on the right is my kitchen. If you go to the left, pardon me. If you go to the right through the kitchen, you'll be in my bedroom. They're in the wardrobe.
Okay.
The room to the left of the stairs is where you will see. They are sleeping there in crates.
Ah.
They.
Okay.
Want me to go get
The visitors?
The bones? I'll go grab them.
Crates?
What
What sort of visitors?
There is a reason I have sealed my shop and blocked out the windows.
Ah,
Okay.
they don't like sunlight, I take it.
I don't know. I could maybe spruce up the place, open a couple windows, let the light in a little bit. I'm sure
I
that
need
would
more
be better for their
carpenter's
mood.
nails to fix my door. Please, if you would.
You may want to go get some of those then, yeah.
The creatures upstairs forced me to steal the bones. You can
I
have
see.
them back with my blessing.
Hmm.
I was not here.
No?
Of course not. You were
Of
out
course not.
buying nails, as you said.
What
and
sort of
wood.
vandals would try and break down your door while you were here?
I wouldn't know. And he will try to move past you and quickly will run out the back door if you allow it.
Yeah, no. I'll let him
I'm
do
fine
it.
with that.
All right.
Well, let's try and get these sneaky and not fight those
Okay.
Dawn Collar's gonna try and
Can
start
try.
seeing if she can open any of the shutters quietly.
Yeah.
So, down here, let's see. Yes. So you will need a hammer to open them, like a claw hammer or a crowbar to pry
Okay.
them open.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, your hammer will open those windows. Your maul will
Oh.
open them. Not much less quiet.
You know what? I think I'm gonna cast protection from evil on myself. That seems like a good idea right now.
Okay.
It lasts
We
for up to
get
10 minutes.
Our stuff silvered.
I got my sword silvered.
Yeah, you had enough time yesterday. You could have. Yeah.
Thought we did. That was one of the first things we were gonna do was get everything silvered. I thought.
Well, everybody. I don't think you paid for it. Because it was 50 gold pieces per character.
Yeah, I definitely paid for it, and I have a note on my sword saying that it's been silvered.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, mind you, silver does nothing against vampires.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I was just suddenly thinking. I was wondering if it had been done.
Well,
All right.
I believe this sounds like a job for a thief. Well, the rest of us unbarred the windows.
Place could use a little more light.
All right. Do you head upstairs?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, following the stairwell, you head up. Do you go directly into the room with the vampire spawn, or do you go through the kitchen and bedroom first?
I'll go through.
Okay. So, going through the kitchen and bedroom, You take a right and arranged... Oh, pardon me. No. It's a kitchen with a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves of provisions. You can steal a little bit of food, some dried jerky and things like that, or leave a pastry.
Well, I should leave it to someone.
That's true.
So I'm not just going to leave one.
So in the next room over, you'll see that it's a modest bedroom that holds a cot and several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe. Checking the wardrobe, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
You will make me a perception roll, please.
Perception. 17.
17. You open it and you'll see that there's nothing inside, but the wardrobe is a bit taller than it should be. Feeling around, you can find the secret compartment that's built at its base, and there are 2 sacks laying there. One, if you peer inside of it, you'll see bleached, musty bones. Next to it, there's a small sack containing roughly 30 silver pieces and 12 electrum pieces.
I'll just grab the bone.
Okay. But as you are glancing down, you'll notice that all of the coins look fairly clean and new compared to a lot of the coins you've seen in this area, and they all have the same man's face on them.
I'm just going for the bones.
Okay. All right. So you now have the bones.
Okay. I will sneak back out.
Okay. You will easily be able to do so. Let me just see if those bones do anything. Oh no, it's St. Marcovius thigh bone that is a weapon. That's right. There's some bones that are maces, and I'm like,
that's really funny.
All right, so now while he is sneaking in there, are the rest of you just waiting for him?
No, I'm going around and like opening windows and.
All right, can I get some
light.
Stealth rolls?
Sounds good.
So in this room, there are 1, 2, 3 windows. Enough that they'll cast... Oh, pardon me, 4 windows. Enough that they'll cast light on every inch of this room.
21.
Hold on.
Okay, I have a... Let's see, my perception roll. Oh, you know what? This would be passive perception, so you just got to beat my passive.
I am going to spend my inspiration to cancel out the disadvantage caused by my armor.
I'm actually going to... Now, Christine, you already rolled for Dawncaller before I said, but take advantage on this because it's during the day and they're in crates.
Okay. In that case, I will,
22.
I will not spend my inspiration.
So,
yeah, might as well not, right?
so we have advantage on it then?
You will have advantage on this roll.
Okay.
18.
Cool. Your DC was much lower, so good job.
For stealth, that'll be a 14.
All right. You slowly make your work prying these boards off the window shutters. Opening the shutters and tying them tight against the wall so they don't rattle or move at all. And as you do so, Shasta, one of the crates next to you, you will hear something.
Ah, shit. Okay. I'm gonna
kind of move inside. What do you do? You're not sure it's detected you.
No. However, she's gonna go back to her original plan of checking each of the coffins.
In the basement?
I thought that we were in the main room.
You guys are upstairs, right?
No, just Zan went up. We came in the side door and stayed there.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, there's nothing on the main floor.
Oh, okay. When you were
you said
describing it, you said there's a bunch of coffins.
There are a bunch of coffins on the main floor. He said that they were all upstairs.
Yeah. If she heard something, she's checking each of the coffins downstairs because her original plan was she was expecting something to jump out.
He said that everyone was waiting upstairs. All of the people were upstairs.
Our rough plan was to crank open all the windows on the main floor, so if Zan had to book it, he booked it into a sunlit area rather than
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on the main floor.
All right, then there are 1, 2, 3. There are 6 windows down here.
Okay.
And there's no noises.
Okay, cool. Then we will
Except for
continue.
that one mouse. That one mouse is still making some noises.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Save that for me.
Yeah. All right.
So once Zan gets back downstairs,
Okay, so Zan is going to come downstairs with a bag of bones.
Dawncaller is going to quietly talk to the others and be like, should we take care of this for him? Because otherwise he comes back to 6 angry vampires.
I
And he's been...
think we should, yes.
We could just set the building on fire.
might be very helpful to him.
Not a good idea.
But if we got up there,
options.
opened the windows sneakily, and carried lit torches. I seem to recall that one really didn't like fire. I'm right on that, right? That's not just me making shit up.
Nothing really likes fire, but yeah,
No.
fair.
It seemed like what didn't it from the fight with the vampire spawn seem like the bits of fire really were more successful?
Sort of.
A lot of my fire is also radiant.
Yeah,
what else?
radiant
It was
But
because
I just thought that something had happened where the fire had been broken apart and somebody used a piece.
Oh, that was just she got staked with a piece of wood.
yeah,
okay.
it was staking.
Okay.
I think I mentioned the fire because it was more cinematic, but it doesn't do any extra damage to these guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But we need stakes, right?
Yeah. So if you, it is incapacitated. They're incapacitated in their resting places.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stake them, they die.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get some stakes and quietly open those windows.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
sneak.
So you guys have your stealth successes before.
Okay.
So, climbing upstairs, there's a large drafty room strung with cobwebs that takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several crates marked junk. There are 2 crates listed as junk at the southernmost corner, and then 6 crates at the northern part of the room.
And these crates look person-sized, do they?
They absolutely are.
Okay, cool. We're not dealing with small, like, vampire bunnies.
No,
Right.
not presently.
Well, I think first thing
although
is
Zan missed the chance for Rictavio to tell you the story of the werehair.
Oh,
Funicula?
man.
Boniculo. Yeah.
well, Dawncaller is going to quietly move towards the windows and open the shutters.
Okay. So we'll use your previous rolls on that.
Okay.
Yes.
So
And
doing
do we
that-
have stakes then? Did we find some?
There are planks in this room.
There wouldn't have been any, like, down on the lower floor?
That was just a storage room with coffins. You didn't check anything else down there?
Because if we know they're vampires and we know that we're going to need stakes, I'd want to at least do a cursory look before going up, but yeah.
Do you go back down and do a look?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of jumped to the scene, so,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, you guys moved upstairs, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you search the main room of the shop, his main workshop contains, and I quote, "everything a carpenter needs to make coffins and furniture." I'm assuming that sharpened pieces of wood are included.
Yeah.
Or could
At least
be made.
a dowel.
Basically, a chisel and a hammer, you can make stakes in about 2 minutes.
I've got a little hand axe, so I can just.
Yeah, like you can go down to his
Yeah.
workshop and find the supplies to. I'll say that you can each
I've got a
have.
knife. I can whittle.
You can each have 2 wooden stakes each.
Okay.
Sweet. I stick them in my belt for safekeeping.
All right.
Okay. In that case, yeah. Let's go. Go back
All
up
right. So
and-
good luck that. Good luck there. All right. So the way that I'm going to do this with vampire spawn, it says that stakes to the heart are if they are driven into their heart while they are incapacitated in their resting place. So that means that if they are awakened, I will still allow a stake to destroy them, but the DC to hit their heart is going to be with disadvantage much higher. Because the heart's only like this big.
And they're moving at that point.
And they're moving, so it'll be like probably like a DC like 19 or 20. But it's an insta-kill. So...
Alright. Well, I guess let's try to get up next to a crate each and stealthily open and stake, and then that leaves us 2 to fight. If
Assuming
go
all
for
goes
wide
well.
enough, maybe we'll manage.
Now, if you're cracking open these crates, I would like all of you, everyone who's opening a crate needs to make a stealth roll to not rouse these things.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Do we still have advantage? Or...
You will not have advantage because you're opening something right above them. And I'm
20
going...
total.
20 total?
22.
And I'm going
25.
specifically against what they're telling me to do in this book because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Karas. Now
16.
you may use your... 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was with disadvantage. I just rolled really well.
Fantastic. All right, so as you slowly creak open the crates, you will see... Well, you opened 4 of them anyway.
Yeah.
4 bodies laying in state, curled up beneath you.
Stabby stab.
Okay. So, what I'd like you to do for this, because this is kind of awkward positioning, go ahead and make me an attack roll. And
We have advantage because they're prone. Within 5 feet.
No, but the DC is so low, you probably are going to do it.
Okay. Are we adding our usual things for attack, like strength mod?
Yes. Basically, I'm not giving you advantage because it is a hard-to-find location. And you've got to line it up perfectly and do it before they wake up.
Yeah.
But, okay.
No proficiency bonus, I'm guessing.
It's an attack roll.
Yeah, but I don't think any of us are we proficient in staking?
Our stakes,
You are proficient in
simple
martial weapons.
Okay, cool. In that case,
A
we good.
stake is a wood knife.
Just making sure. Just
No,
didn't
it is.
want to assume and inflate my roll.
Oh, you should. You're a ranger. You should, or pardon me, you're a paladin. You should always assume. All right. Anybody get? What'd you get?
22.
14.
14. Zan?
Sorry, I dropped my dice.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not meant to hit things when I'm standing next to them, to hit them from 60 yards away.
You don't do basic physical.
Brother Karas, would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. Zan, what'd you get? I didn't hear you.
18.
18. All right, Brother Karas.
My inspiration roll is a 21.
Nice.
Okay. All
so
right.
3 at 20 or above, and
With a synchronized rhythm, you are going to jam these stakes into the breasts of these sleeping vampires. Looking down, you can see that these people are men, women. Some of them are... You, Zan, are standing atop what looks like an orc. A half-orc, actually, dressed in a bit of leather armor. It's ripped and tattered and clinging to, like, his dilapidated bones, and you can see that among the scars on his face is a latticework tattoo that you'll recognize as part of a mercenary guild that exists on one of the lands nearby, the sub-island of Thestorel. The Iron Shield Company. You... Shasta, are going to be looking down into the face of an emaciated elf. A drow, actually. His eyes sunken into his sockets, looking like they've been stripped from his flesh, stripped directly out of his skull. He's wearing the robes of a cleric, and you have religion. Make me a religion roll. Human and...
15.
15. You will recognize this as a cleric of the god of nature, Soph. You, Don Collar, are going to be standing over a dwarf who is clad in dark blue, moth-eaten wizard robes. His beard has been braided and sticks out of the skeletal face. And finally, Brother Karas, you are going to be staring down at a human dressed vaguely like a troubadour. She's wearing brightly colored pantaloons and a tunic that displays a coat of arms for a family you've never heard of. But these look like adventurers. And as you as you jam the stake between their breasts, or into their breasts, you will hear them lurch upward and scream against the wood and will and explode into nothing more than dust. With that, I need an initiative roll.
Mm-hmm.
Because the rest of them are going to explode out of their coffins as that unholy scream goes up. And for some reason tonight, I cannot do exposition.
For some reason tonight, I'm rolling okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just rolled a 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Never again.
Never again. All right. So down the list. Let's get
23.
21.
I'm not ready yet. Give me a sec.
Oh, well.
You started saying down the list, so I was like, I'll preempt you saying under 20.
Okay. So who has 23 or above? Okay.
23.
All right. Anybody above 20 besides Shasta? Okay. Anybody 18? Okay. 17, 16, 15.
15.
Okay. Who has... What are your dex mods?
I guarantee you his is higher. Mine's +2.
Okay. I think his is +2 as well. But...
+3.
Oh, it's +3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you have a 16. You're right. Okay, now with only 2 vampire spawn, this is going to be a little bit of an easier fight. They are going to lunge out of their coffins and hiss as sunlight is going to strike them, pouring in through the windows. Dawncaller, there is one near you, and they're basically they are on opposite sides of the room from each other. Windows arcing light in onto them. One is near you, one is near Zan.
I am going to attack the one near me.
Okay.
And I would like to rage.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay, so I am going to swing my maul. Alright, yes.
Alright, so
22 to hit.
22? Oh, really? No shit. Right, 22 is an absolute hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
$17 damage.
17 damage. All right. Is this a magical weapon? Do your rages count as...
No, it is not. But I forgot one part of my damage. Because it's the first hit, so I do radiant as well.
Okay.
5 radiant damage.
All right, so your maul is going to arc down into this one's shoulder as it jumps out. It appears to be a bard dressed in leather armor, very similar to your own, with lots of furs, and ancient woad-style tattoos emblazoning a red sun over her left eye.
Okay.
She's going to hiss and immediately get hit with your maul, which is going to really ruin her day. Shasta, are you near Vampire 1 or Vampire 2?
Let's say Vampire 2.
Okay. This one lurches out of its crate. Its scaly flesh denoting that it looks like a dragonborn.
Yerd. Dragonborn, what a concept. Yeah, I'm gonna
that is
gonna attack it with my sword.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
And I'm gonna do that I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Okay.
So those two. So it should be that, and then. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second here. I need another D8. I will do the rolling thing for the attack. A 19 and a 20.
All right.
Nice!
So that definitely hit.
That's a crit then.
It be a crit.
It'd be
And
a
I was
crit.
gonna use my
Your smite.
my smite. Do those crit as well? Because those are if it hits.
All dice-based things.
Okay. Okay.
That's why paladins are great. They're holy rogues.
Yeah. Okay. And they're undead, right? Because right now I'm already rolling. Okay, so that's my attack dice. Those are
They
my.
are undead.
So they're taking additional.
Oh yes.
Oh.
And
no.
separate your radiant damage, please.
I will do so. Okay, those ones are the radiants
Because radiant damage is not listed as being a thing. But I also round up on radiant damage because these are vampires. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. So that's that. I think. Oh, and then they're undead. So that's no 2d8 plus 1. Okay. I think I have the right number of dice here.
Sounds like a mitful.
Well, if they're undead, I do an additional 1d8, and smite does 2d8 plus a d8 for the sword, and then I double that, so I think I'm rolling 8 dice.
Yeah, sounds right. Plus your strength.
Plus strength, yeah. So, those are my radiant dice. Oof, nice. They did the most damage, even.
How much did they do?
So the radiant damage is well, that's 17 plus 5 is 22.
How many dice are radiant?
4.
Oh, 4 of them are radiant. Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna be rolling.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on, wait a second. 1d8. I lied. Those ones that should be that, not that. Because I was gonna be rolling 3 and then I double it, so it should be 6 are radiant.
Six what?
Dice are radiant. So additional 3 radiant damage.
So how much radiant damage total?
25.
Okay. All right. How much normal damage?
7.
All right. So 3. Holy shit. Okay.
I will never succeed at this again. This is
All right, so with a holy smite, you're going to bring your sword down onto this creature, igniting parts of its body in holy flame. And I have no choice right now except to activate my trap card. Let's see.
of course with an angry scream as she does so.
That sounds pretty great. So you are going to cleave this one's arm directly off of it and deep into its ribcage. Neil, Brother Karas counts as a spellcaster, right?
Yep.
I think
All
so,
right.
yeah.
I have drawn the Abjurer. All spellcasters gain a magical shield of protection. You have a +2 armor class for this fight.
Rad.
All right, the first vampire that you have struck, Dawn Caller, is going to scream and attack you, which I have advantage on because of that now. Okay. Attack number 1 does... Yeah, that hits. That is a 24
Yeah.
24 and a 10.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. That was too bad. Because that was my bite. Okay, so you were going to take 8 points of slashing damage, which halves for you if you're in rage.
Yeah.
And you need to make me you are grappled. Your escape DC is 13.
I have to make a roll against it, or?
Next round you will.
Oh. I don't even get to resist it?
That's not the way that grappling works usually, I don't think.
No, it's usually a contested roll, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Is it not?
I don't
Didn't
know.
I have to contest it against Zan?
Yeah.
It's getting late, so I don't know.
Okay.
Some monsters have weird grab attacks where...
That's true.
Yeah, this just says can grapple the target.
Okay.
And then it gives me an escape DC, not a contested DC.
Okay.
Okay.
So she is going to lash out and bury her claws in the back of your neck. And you are grappled. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, though. Zan, the plan, man.
Can I just disengage?
Yeah.
Because I don't have any attacks that can hurt it short of the stake.
I mean, looks like normal damage is doing something.
Yeah, well, I'm going to disengage.
Okay. Are you doing anything else? You have a bow.
No, I've never had a bow.
Oh, that you had a bow. Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah, you have throwing knives.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing anything?
No.
Your cat's going to mule at you kind of discouragingly. Okay.
That's typical.
Brother Karis.
All right. Brother Karis remembers his last encounter with a vampire and is not super stoked about it.
Everything's
so
fine.
He's
It's
gonna
fine.
unsling his shield from his back and inform these vampires that they should burn in the fires of Brig. And what I'm going to do is channel Divinity Radiance of Dawn. They make a con save. If they pass, they take half damage. If they fail, they take the full 2d10 plus my cleric level radius.
Well, I'll tell you what. Number one got it's a con save.
Con save. Sorry, DC 14.
Okay, well, number one failed, number two succeeded.
Okay, so number one takes 14 points of radiant damage, number two takes 7.
Okay, so that is, jeez, that's a lot. All right, take 7?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Sunlight takes 2. All right. Last ditch attack. Shasta.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that you cleft through is going to ignite as Brother Karis channels divine radiation into the room.
Okay.
And as this thing is consumed with fire, it's going to scream and lunge at your throat.
Okay.
And as it does so, it's going to pass through a giant beam of sunlight coming through the wall and is going to explode into dust.
Nice.
Because you did like 50 points of damage to it.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna draw a line through this guy. Top of the round, Dawncaller, you are being grappled by the one in front of you, or by the one where you're being grappled.
Yeah, like that is not a good situation. I'm not down with this.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
You could always just throw her out the window into a sunlit field.
This is true. Or can I take control of the grapple and just push her into the window area so that she gets hit full in the back with sun?
Contested strength roll.
Okay.
I have a.
Should be strength athletics.
If you get anything, yeah.
24.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18.
All right. So pivoting on your heel, you are going to be able to just turn her so that she is like pushed into the window pane or into the windowsill. Shasta.
I'm gonna try and kind of hold her arms down a little with that.
She is screeching and yelling.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my. What was it? My. Channel Divinity, which is a bonus action, to essentially declare, I'll see you burning, something along those lines, or like I'll have you cast into flames or something. I don't know, something. Basically, fuck you. Which gives me advantage on my attack.
Okay, good, because you were gonna have disadvantage because she's basically like has partial cover from the window.
Okay, so I just have regular then.
Yeah, you just have regular.
So that's going to be.
Don't botch.
Yeah, don't botch.
I did not botch.
So
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. All right, go ahead and roll me damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna use my other smite.
I wouldn't bother.
No? Okay. If it looks like I can just wreck her, then I won't.
Because she takes another 20 radiant at the beginning of the round.
Ah! I see. Well, 11 damage normal.
Okay. All right, so as your companion holds her in the window, you're going to jab your blade through into her stomach, and as she screeches from the pain of that, she will rear back as if to bite Dawncaller, but that only throws her head further back out the window, and she will erupt into a pile of moldering dust.
Good.
And with that, the attic, the top floor of this building anyway, not necessarily an attic, is free of vampires. You catch your breaths.
I'm gonna have a quick look through their crates to see if they have anything.
Yeah, same. Basically just go check everything, make sure there's nothing hiding.
I don't believe they do, but let me check.
Because I figure if it's theirs, it's fair game.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily gonna rob the other guy blind, but...
Let me just see. There's nothing in the core book, but I'm using some additional things as well to spice this up.
Oh.
So...
Crunchy.
No, okay, that's... No, those guys are dead.
That's cool, so there's nothing.
I don't think they have anything worthwhile, actually.
That's fine.
Okay. I figured I'd check.
Yeah. Then let's get out of here.
All right. So with that, you have reacquired the bones of Saint Andrel, and I think we're actually going to call game here because it's almost 11.
Yeah, sounds like good. One last thing. Can I leave like a gold or two, sitting like by his back door, to with a note saying for repairs?
Sure. Yeah, you can do so.
Cool.
I mean, I think we did him a pretty damn big favor and got rid of the vampires that were threatening him.
Yeah,
but...
now he won't have... At least now maybe his door will be fixed.
All right. So that sounds like a good place to end there. You leave the coins and head back toward the church. And let me just check on your level progression, because I think you're near level 4. Ooh. But I don't think you're quite there yet.
Aww.
You have to do plot things.
What was the name?
And we're just doing side quests.
What was
You're
the
doing
name
side
of the
quests, yeah.
Baron, he said?
I'm sorry?
What was the name of the Baron that sent the...
Or count or something?
It was a noble named...
May not have specified the...
It was... Anyway, okay guys, thanks for being patient tonight. Tonight was not I wasn't on my game as much tonight for some reason.
No, neither am I.
It's been
You
a really
had a very
weird week.
frustrating experience trying to make it work.
Basically, for those watching the stream later, I was fighting with the software for over an hour just to get it to be able to record us. And nothing changed between this game and the last one I recorded. So it was pretty awful. So it was... a well-dressed nobleman named Vasily, Vasili, von Holtz. Vasily von Holtz.
Excellent. I'm just thinking if, that's one of the balls that we should keep in the air.
Yeah. He might not be happy that we went and wrecked some of his stuff.
Probably
his plans.
He doesn't necessarily know that we did it.
No, but we are poking our noses into a lot of stuff.
However, the church guy probably would be very happy to know as well.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But
There we go.
also, if this is someone who's got a bunch of vampire adventurers from our world.
Okay, for level 4, you count as a small party, so that's good. Okay, so let me check the points total. So you get Strahd's goals.
Strahd goals.
Strahd goals. Yeah, just Strahd goals. So you didn't resolve the Doru issue. You got the reading from Madame Ava. Yeah. This assumes you start at level 4. I purchased a milestone XP chart.
Mm.
Let's see. So exploring new areas. Barovia Village, 0.25. Vallaki, 0.25. Okay. Oh, it doesn't give you anything for stopping what this was going to do. That's weird. Okay, so expect to level next session.
Oh, well, that's still pretty quick, so.
That's pretty good. All right, so that's going to be it for this session. I hope you guys had a good time. Next time, you think you're going to leave Vallaki, or?
Well, we still have to go have dinner with Strahd at some point. I feel like we should do that once we've gotten Irina to Kresk.
Mm-hmm.
So whether or not we want to do that before or after the winery.
So, aren't we here and Strahd's back over here?
He is, yeah. So we basically have
to
to
the winery's
back.
So Kresk is over here and winery's kind of down here.
So
we might as well go Kresk, winery, back, Vallaki, back.
I'm just going to do this real quick. So, map of Barovia, which I should really have just ready to pop in at any time. Sorry, I gotta find one that doesn't have any cheats in it. So, Castle Ravenloft is about as far to the west as you can get. It's right above east, right above where you came in.
Yeah.
And it's basically on the opposite side of the country. So,
basically right before we got to the gate, wasn't there a road that branched off to go back towards it?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's closer than the village of Barovia, but it's still the opposite side of where we are.
Oh, damn, it's a web file. Okay.
Vallaki. Actually, can I share this with you guys?
Probably.
Hold on.
Yeah, so apparently
weird about.
They were saying that Kresk would be only a few hours from Vallaki.
Mm-hmm.
Should be, yeah.
So we should be able to go there and then either rest, depending on the time of day or whatnot, or go kind of down towards that winery.
Mm-hmm.
And then loop back to Vallaki, and on the way back, and then from there keep going back down to Strahd.
Sure.
Where was the winery again? It was near.
Do you have one of the maps that has the letters on it?
No, it does not. No.
Basically,
you see Lake Baratok?
Yeah.
So down from there.
You see the clearing of woods on the middle left?
Yeah, so there's the Svalich Woods.
You see the clearing, the big clearing, not the little one?
On the right-hand side of it? With the Solenka Pass.
I don't know where.
Oh, those look like mountains.
Yeah, you're up in the mountains.
If it's at Solenka Pass, that's the mountains. And then on the left-hand side of the Svalich Woods.
Are you looking at a map of Barovia?
Yeah.
Okay, you see where the leftmost Svalich Woods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You see how there's a road that goes all the way out the left side of the screen, all the way out the west?
Yeah. The old Svalich
see
road.
Directly underneath that, there's a fairly large clearing with a couple of tree things in the middle of it.
Yeah, and it looks like a little building. Is that
That's
it?
the winery.
Okay. So just
so not that far away.
No, that's really really close.
Vallaki is basically in the dead center of the map next to the lake.
Yeah, it's right under Lake Zarovich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go to the winery next session?
I think so, yeah.
Are you going to be back in time for the big party?
Well, it said it had a couple days, so...
You have 2 more days.
Go to Kresk, and on the second day, go down to the winery and come back.
All right.
Yeah.
Be able to manage that?
Sure.
I think so.
I mean,
it's a good timeline, too.
Provided people in need do not approach us, because...
Yeah, it keeps
But
happening.
we can always say that we have stuff we have to do, and we'll come back and do it.
People in need are people indeed.
Mm-hmm. Of course,
All right.
it also depends on not getting attacked. But
Good luck in Ravenloft.
Yeah.
I'm going to just work off of, well, here's the timeline, and if we get attacked, we get attacked.
All right. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into Dork Tales. We will see you again in 2 weeks. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at noon for It's Always Magical in Fandelia.
Yay!
And we're going to get crazy.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
I'm excited for that.
Bye.